Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing my top 5 reads of 2024. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first read I have is Everything We Never Said by Sloan Harlow. I'm going to put the cover right here. This was one of my favorites. I'm going to read the trailer for you guys just to give you a little insight. So the trailer says, "The promises we break, the secrets we bury, the twist you'll never see coming, the book you'll never forget." And that is a fact. This book is a YA romantic thriller about Ella, a 17-year-old high school senior, and she is mourning the death of her best friend Haley. To make matters more complicated, Ella finds herself developing feelings for Sawyer, who was Haley's former boyfriend. Such a good read. It gave me Life is Strange vibes. It's a video game. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll also put that in the corner. It gave me anxiety the whole time. A chilling story with not one, not two, but three twists at the end. The best. Um, it's dual POV, so you get both sides of the story, which I love. I love dual POV. It tells more, if you know what I mean. um and there's more thriller than romance, and I love that because I picked it up thinking it was just like a thriller, you know what I mean. um but there is a little bit of romance. It's not like over the top, which is amazing. So yeah, if you're not into spice and you love thrillers, so I recommend this book. I love Sloan Harlow. She's a new author this year. She is also now my favorite author. And she is coming out with her second book next year, so I'm very excited to read that. And she even replied to me on Instagram when I told her I really love her writing and I would love for her to write more books. And I'll put that also right here. And yeah, it made me happy. So this is my top 5. This is number 1 of my top 5. Okay, number 2 of my top 5 of 2024 is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. So good. I'm going to read the summary for you guys. So it says, Jordan Hadley is a 19-year-old girl who moves in with her boyfriend, Cole, and his father, Pike Lawson, after her mother's death. The story takes an unusual turn when Jordan develops feelings for Pike, a 38-year-old architect, and a man who is everything Cole isn't. So much drama, was hooked from the get-go. The chemistry between the characters was very real. Small town romance, I would say the spice level is about 3.5. It was a sucky situation for the boyfriend, but whatever. Like, he cheats on her, so what? Like, who cares? Um, and also a sucky situation for Pike because I know he doesn't want to hurt his son, you know what I mean? But very good read. It's a forbidden romance, one of my favorite tropes. Um, and yeah, it's a long, complicated story, but I'm gonna say this: at the end, everybody gets a happy ending. So I would say, just if you're thinking of DNFing this book, just don't, because if you push through, I swear it has a happy ending. Everything works out all right. So I would say read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Okay, number 3 on my list this year is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This was such a good book. I love this book. It was just so it's definitely like a slowish burn, but it still has you hooked. It's like the mental scenery of things. So, I'm going to read the summary, and it says It Happened One Summer is a romance that follows LA socialite Piper being sent to a small fisherman's town, Westport, as a punishment to learn responsibility by running her late father's dive bar. But unexpectedly, she finds herself getting connected to her roots and falling for not just the town but a grumpy bearded sea captain, Brendan. It's a enemies to lovers trope, kind of. Or no. I would say grumpy versus sunshine. Uh The mental imagery though, astounding. Like I felt like I was actually there. I was actually like on a boat with everybody, water surrounding me. I don't know, the scenery. I loved it. It felt like I was there. I would say the spice level is a 3 on this as well, but not really. It's subtle but not. But I loved it. Give this a read if you want to maybe have like a chill read, or say you're on a beach somewhere. I recommend this one. Really good. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. My next book I loved this year. King of Greed. Oop. King of Greed by Anna Huang. I loved this book. It's different from what Anna Huang would write. Huang or Huang, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But it's different from what she usually writes because this trope is called marriage in turmoil. I love that. This book had me giggling, had me crying. Like, I love that. So I'm going to read the summary. And it says, powerful, brilliant, and ambitious Dominic Davenport clawed his way up from nothing to become the king of Wall Street. He has everything, a beautiful home, a beautiful wife, and more money than he could spend in a lifetime. But no matter how much he accumulates, he never is satisfied. He ends up losing his wife Alessandra Davenport because of greed. He's never home and he's barely a husband anymore. Very sad, very romantic, very confusing. I love the way Anna Huang wrote this because you can definitely feel his pain once she leaves him, and once he finally, I guess, gets her in his grasp, she's like, no, I don't want any of this. And it's so sad because he's trying so hard, but she's like, I need a break. Like, this is, I left you for a reason. And he's working hard just to get her back. Oh, I love it. So yeah, I would recommend King of Greed. And the spice level I would say is a 3. Again. My last read, not of this year, but my last ish read, is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. So good. The summary is The Fine Print is a contemporary romance. It is the first book of the Dreamland Billionaire series and follows Rowan, the youngest of the Kane brothers, as he and Zara Gillian embark on a romantic journey from enemies to lovers through their work. Through their work together in Dreamland Amusement Park. So, think of Walt Disney falling in love with a Gen Z woman in this day and age. Very funny, very sweet, and heartfelt. Showcasing that everyone has demons and you can overcome them. The way Lauren Asher writes Zara's sister, is so awesome. So her sister has Down syndrome, but she writes it in a way that it is sweet, and how it doesn't discriminate against anyone, because she's a person like all the rest of us, and it is just so heartwarming. I loved this story. The spice level is a 3. It's a very good read. Um the mental scenery, like I said, if you've been to Disneyland, then I feel like you'll get the mental scenery of this. But the characters, you love all of them. No one really makes you mad in this book, if that makes sense. They make you kind of mad, but it's not like, oh my god, I don't want to finish this book anymore. But yeah, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Go read it. So that is all of my reads from this year. Not all of them. I'm still reading. You'll see in the next video I'm still reading. Um but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you can see this video and you're like, "Oh, I would love to read that book." So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below what I should read next.